Y'all, a while ago we did a video where I tested famous YouTuber cookbooks to see if the recipes in them were actually good. You know, Claire Saffitz, Binging with Babish. There's a lot of food people online who also make cookbooks. And one of the ones we did genuinely shocked me. I was very impressed. And before we get any further, I want to say a quick thanks to the sponsor of today's video, FSA Store. More on that soon. But y'all, the most non-chef of the bunch was honestly the most memorable for me, and that was Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning's Mythical Cookbook. Y'all, I think we made their orange chicken parmesan. I bought a deep fryer for the first time. Y'all, it was a whole thing. And I ate the whole thing. Y'all, it was so good. I was so impressed. You know, Rhett and Link, they're not chefs themselves, but it was delicious. I was eating it up. And so today I thought we'd dive back into their book and see what else they got going on. Rhett and Link are such OGs. I was watching them like over a decade ago. And now they got this little guy with them. I think he is a chef, Josh Scherer. I think he's the one who made the cookbook. But y'all, they have so much going on in this book. It is just a bunch of tomfoolery. They are truly just doing stuff. Honestly, this cookbook, it feels very like holiday cooking with Andrew adjacent. They truly are putting foods together that no one else has put together before. But the one I made in that other video was literally so good. So today I thought we would try 2 more and see if it was a fluke or if they're all really good. Y'all, I can't wait. I got a couple recipes selected. I got all the ingredients. These are not recipes, these are hijinks. But before we get started, we got a sponsor. Thank you so much to FSA Store for sponsoring this video. I've always known that an FSA or a flexible spending account can be used for more things than just like co-pays and stuff. And I've never really known exactly how to take advantage of one or where the best place to use one is. But thanks to FSA Store, now I know. I've learned an FSA isn't just for over-the-counter meds. You can use an FSA for so many things. You can use it for health tools like massage guns, red light therapy, wearable tech, and so much more. All right, guys, I just did my taxes, so it's top of mind. I really wish I took more advantage of an FSA because when you do the math, using pre-tax FSA funds on things you might already be buying really is a smart move. And the best way to do that is with FSA Store. FSA Store truly makes FSA shopping so easy because if it's there, it's 100% eligible. They have over 2,500 items and you can use your FSA card right at checkout. There's no hassle of wondering if it's eligible because everything on there is. And also, there's so many things I found on it that I didn't even know were covered. They have a bunch of bestsellers like Super Goop, Mighty Patch, and more that are all qualified medical expenses, meaning you save just by using your pre-tax FSA funds. There are so many things I'm already buying that I didn't realize I could get with an FSA card, and FSA Store makes it so easy. Like this electrolyte drink mix or this acne serum. With FSA Store, I can use pre-tax dollars on daily needs like allergy meds, sunscreen, these fiber gummies, etc., all in one place. And even while scrolling around on their site, there's so many things I keep getting surprised about that are covered. Using your FSA funds is a really smart move. Don't let them expire, y'all. And truly, FSA Store is the best place to do it. Visit fsastore.com/andrewlowe or scan the QR code to start shopping. Thank you so much to FSA Store where everything's eligible for sponsoring today's video. All right, y'all, I got the book here. Who's scared? Are you ready to see my selections? The first recipe I wanted to try today from their book is their Cheetos apple pie. Yes, that's right. It's exactly what it sounds like. And I'm intrigued. I am intrigued because I do know that apple pie and cheese are good together. I think we've done that before. And yeah, this is basically exactly what it sounds like. They use Cheetos for the pie crust, and then they also make a little Cheetos streusel on top. It feels a little silly, but I am genuinely intrigued. And the last recipe I made of theirs was simply divine. So y'all, let's not waste time. Last time I did this video, it was like a 15-minute long video and took me hours and hours and hours to do. So let's get to it. Okay, the first step is to make the Cheetos pie crust, okay? And step 1 is to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And okay, the pie crust calls for an 8.5 ounce bag of Cheetos, flour, sugar, and butter. Y'all, I feel like this could be really good. I'm like, it feels crazy, but I am not ashamed to say I am very excited. So, okay, the first step is to set aside half a cup of Cheetos for the streusel. Okay, that's about a half cup. We'll save that for later. And okay, now we crunch these up. And okay, now we're gonna get the food processor. Yep, pretty much blend up the whole bag with 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Okay, and then we mix it until it's a fine powder. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think it could be finer. Oh my gosh, all the dust just filling the air. Can you all see that? All right, I think that's pretty fine. Okay. Wow. Okay, and then it says to measure out 2 cups of this and transfer it to a bowl. Packed? Do I pack it? Okay, that's pretty much all of it. Okay, and then also 1.5 cups of flour. got that. And then a cup of sugar. Okay, and then 6 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. All right, this is 6 tablespoons. I'm gonna melt it in the microwave. Y'all, it feels silly, but this also feels honestly brilliant. I feel like it might make the crust a little crunchier. I love when my pie has a little bit of red 40. Oh, sorry, yellow 6. My bad. Oh, y'all, my bad. Okay, the butter was melted probably about a minute ago. All right, if it's hot, is that bad? It's not, oh, it's a little hot. All right, I'll let it cool for a second and then we'll add it in. All right, it's been a few minutes. The butter's a little cooled down now. And then they say mix it up with a fork or your hands until you have something that feels like wet sand. Okay, is that enough butter? I guess there's also like fat in the Cheetos already. All right, I'm gonna go in with my hands. It's feeling a little hard to mix. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna be enough butter. It feels dry. Did I get these ingredients right? It doesn't really feel like wet sand. It feels like normal sand. I'm just gonna trust the process though. I do feel like there's probably fat already in the Cheetos, so maybe that'll come out when it's baking. I don't think it's gonna change. This is what we're working with. Yeah, it's giving sand. I wanna give it a little try. What does it taste like? Okay, a little sweet. Y'all, I'm hearing it out. All right, and now I need to get a 9-inch pie pan. All right, got one right here. Like this. And then we pour all of it in here. This is a lot. That just filled up the entire thing. Is this recipe right? This feels crazy. Okay, then it says press it down tightly into the pan. All right, y'all, we gotta get this pie tight. All right, it's going down. Definitely never made a pie with this sort of texture before. It's giving sand. It's not really giving crust. I am so curious how many iterations of this recipe there were, how long it took them to do the R&D for this. I do kind of feel like this would be better with Cheez-Its. That's just sort of a thought I'm having. I'm having a lot of thoughts right now, to be honest. I am excited for this though, I am. All right, I feel like this is like, it's not really changing. I feel like I'm just pressing it and it's just moving around a little. I think that's as tight as I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna trust the process, y'all. Okay, and now we're gonna bake it for 15 minutes just to par bake the crust to set it. All right, I'm gonna go stick it in the oven. And now we wait. Oh, this looks delicious. The Cheetos with the sugar, it's good. A little something sweet. All right, y'all, while that's doing that, let's go ahead and get started on the filling. Pretty simple filling, pretty simple. It's just butter, apples, sugar, and salt. And okay, they call for 8 medium Honeycrisp apples or whatever apple, who cares, peeled and cut into chunks. So, okay, I got a bag of Honeycrisp. I ordered these online and in the photo it showed they were 8, but it looks like there's only 7. So I guess I'll just get one more from my fridge that is not a Honeycrisp. And okay, I'm gonna go wash these, BRB. All right, I got an 8th one, I got them rinsed, I got a peeler. Let's get to work, y'all. It might take a minute. All right, 1 down. All right, that's 2. Oh, all right, 3. Okay, we're going through these. Oh my God, okay, are y'all seeing this? I feel like I'm flying through these. I really thought this was gonna take like way longer. Oh God. All right, let's calm down a little. All right, last one. All right, not bad. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought. Oh my gosh, y'all, the oven smells divine. Okay, and now we're gonna cut these all into 1/2-inch chunks. Okay, that feels good. Love a chunk. Love an apple pie with a chunk. Very easy, you know, very humble. A lot easier than slicing them super thin and layering them aesthetically. But I mean, yeah, I don't think this recipe's really going for aesthetics. All right, got those. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting a little silent. I'm in the flow state. Very excited to see how the crust turned out. A little nervous about it. You know, I've never seen a pie crust be so crumbly. I hope we have a pie crust and not just pie dust. Oh, okay, all the crust is done. Let's see. Ow. Oh, okay. Well, it looks about the same. Oh, okay, it does feel firm. Well, we will see. Okay, it says to just set it aside while we finish this. All right, y'all, we got there. Okay, this feels like a lot. I feel like this is not gonna fit in the pie crust. Honestly, the pie crust itself barely fit in the pie pan. This feels like a lot of filling. All right, let me clean up all of these cores. 1 sec, y'all. All right, y'all, now it's time to cook the filling. I just read ahead and we might have a problem. After we cook the filling down for like 15 minutes, it says add the remaining Cheetos powder from step 1, not the different 1/2 cup of Cheetos you're saving for the streusel. We didn't have any remaining Cheeto powder from step 1. I followed it exactly. I don't know if maybe it was the packing it down to measure out the 2 cups that messed us up. I did not realize we were supposed to have leftovers. But yeah, it does say set aside any leftover Cheeto powder to use for the pie filling. And so we did do that. It just was none. There was none left over. I think it should be okay though. Now it says to melt down half a stick of butter in a saucepan. I don't understand unsalted butter. Like, I feel like salted tastes better, and we're not adding any salt in this. Oh wait, yeah we are. Okay, never mind. All right, I think we're gonna let this brown slightly. It says until it starts to get nutty smelling. Okay, I think that's good. It's starting to brown a little, and now we're gonna add in the apples. Ow, fuck. And then 3/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, and then I guess we just sit here and let this cook down until the apples have broken down a little and a caramel starts to form at the bottom, it says, which can take up to 15 minutes. So I'll be sitting here, y'all. All right, I'm gonna clean up a little. I'll let this keep going and I'll update you guys in a couple minutes. All right, y'all, it's been like 10 minutes, honestly, and I kind of feel like they're not doing much. There's a bunch of water in them now. So they're releasing their juices, but it's not getting very caramely and they're not cooking down much. So I feel like it's gonna take a little bit longer than the 15 minutes they said. We'll see, y'all. I'm just sitting here, you're not missing much. This is interesting though, you know, normally like an apple pie has cinnamon in it, but no spices in this one, just Cheetos. It looks honestly very bland, but I'm sure the more it'll cook down, it'll get better. I'll be sitting here, y'all. All right, y'all, it's been another 15 minutes or so. I feel like we're getting there. It's starting to look more like pie filling rather than just wet apples. Okay, okay. It has been honestly like half an hour, but I think I'm gonna give it like 10 more minutes. All right, y'all, I think we're good. That was like 5 more minutes. Yeah, the syrup, it's looking a little caramely. They look nice and soft. I think that is plenty. Okay, now it says remove from the heat and set aside. Okay, now we're gonna make the streusel. So, all right, time to bring back in our reserved Cheetos. And they say to pour them into a Ziploc bag and smash them up until we have coarse, chunky crumbs. Okay, got in there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Very easy. Yeah, okay, that looks good. And now we need another 1/4 cup of flour and then 1/2 cup of tightly packed brown sugar. Okay, my brown sugar is like a little thick. I don't know why. This is the only one I have though. It's not like normal sugar though. But okay, that is as tight as it will get packed. Why is everything in this recipe gotta be tight? Okay. Okay, and then it says another 1/2 stick of butter. It's cold, I just got this from the fridge. And that's cut into cubes. Okay, and then it says to mix it up with our fingers. Get the butter incorporated. All right, I'm gonna be honest, not really sure how I'm feeling about this recipe. I was going into this with a lot of faith and you know, now it's seeming a little strange. Just feels like play food. But okay, that first recipe I made of them a few months ago in that other video was divine. So I'll wait to judge. Well, no, I'm judging right now, but I think this is judge-worthy. But we'll see, y'all. All right, trying to make a streusel. It's very crumby. Don't know why I just pronounced the B. Okay, I think we're getting there. Yeah, it's giving streusel. All right, y'all, I think we have arrived. I think it's time to assemble. Okay, and now it says, scoop the pie filling into the Cheetos crust in the pie pan and spread it evenly. All right, yeah, that cooked down. Okay. We trusted the process. That looks perfect. All right. The colors feel crazy. The color of the crust. Okay, I feel like this little streusel is gonna be nice. Wait, okay, I wanna try this. Okay, I don't really taste the Cheeto. It mostly tastes like my fridge. I think that butter has been in my fridge for a while. Yeah, strong fridge taste. I'm sure that'll cook out though. Okay, now sprinkle the streusel over the top. Okay, this is gorgeous. Oh. There was a fly, did y'all see that? All right, y'all, well, there we have it. Our Rhett and Link Cheetos apple pie, ready to bake. Okay, how long does it take? Oh, okay, it says cover with aluminum foil. Oh my God, I don't have foil. Okay, well, y'all, I need to run to the store. I'll be right back. I went to a friend's to grill the other day, and I guess I accidentally took all my foil. One sec. All right, y'all, I'm back from the store, got some foil. Now, this was $8. Is that normal? That felt crazy. Is that what foil costs? It's getting scary out there. But okay, get enough to cover it. And okay, it says to bake it until the top is browned and the filling is bubbling, about 25 minutes. All right, we'll see. the timer for 25 minutes. All right, y'all, I'm gonna clean up a little and turn my AC on because I don't know if you can tell I'm sweating a little. It is getting very warm in here, but okay, I'll see y'all in 25 minutes. All right, y'all, the timer just went off. That was 25 minutes. And now it says to check it, and if the top of the pie needs a little more browning, remove the foil and let it brown for a couple more minutes. So let's see, y'all. All right. All right, how's our Cheeto pie looking? Okay, about the same. Kind of looks exactly the same. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, that needs more browning. Wow, y'all, it literally looks exactly like the oven's on, right? Okay, yes, the oven is on. All right, I'm gonna go put it back in for maybe like 5 more minutes. Smells interesting. All right, I'll let that keep going, and I guess I'll check it in like 5 or 10 minutes. All right, y'all, it's been like another 10, 15 minutes or so. It said 25 minutes. It's been at least 40. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Oh wait, actually, no, that looks good. Yeah, that looks brown. Okay. When I was looking at it in the oven, it didn't look that brown, but no, I think this looks... What the fuck was that? Oh. All right, y'all, gonna be honest, this is the weirdest looking apple pie I think I have ever made, or had, or looked at in general. The crust looks like sand. It hasn't really evolved from the sand vibe, but okay, it is super hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool a little bit, and while it cools, I think I'll get started on our second recipe because this is super hot. I think it's gonna take a while to cool. And okay, the next recipe that I have selected from this deranged book is Rhett's deep fried, refried bean balls. Y'all, I flipped past this one and it spoke to me. There is no picture of it. No included picture. Yeah, it sounds like it's refried beans put into ball form and then deep fried. So y'all, we'll be getting the deep fryer out again. This cookbook is the only reason I even own this. Apparently they did this in a YouTube video and it ended up being really good, so they put it in their cookbook. And honestly, I mean, it sounds good. You know, refried beans rolled into balls with some cheese, it sounds like, some pickled jalapenos, and then deep fried. Sure, let's give it a try. And honestly, it seems like a pretty simple recipe. We just need a can of refried beans, half a cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Yeah, I pre-measured. Okay, we're prepared. Okay, and then a 4th cup of pickled jalapenos, which I did not pre-measure, so never mind. A cup of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, and then a cup of panko breadcrumbs. What? Panko breadcrumbs. And okay, the first step is to mix up the beans, the cheese, and the jalapenos into a medium bowl. So, okay, let me finally chop some of these jalapenos. All right, how much is that? Is that a 4th cup? Nope, we need more. Okay. All right, got a 4th cup, got our cheese, and now let's open up our beans. All right, got that open, and now we're gonna mix all of this into a medium bowl. All right, and our jalapenos and our cheese. All right, and we mix this up. All right, it's given cat food. It's got a strong cat food vibe. But okay, now we need to set up our little dip station. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in bigger bowls. That feels smarter. Oh shit, oh my gosh, this just cracked. Oh no. Okay, and then let's beat up our eggs in this one. And all right, y'all, we got our little station ready. And okay, it says to roll our bean mixture into golf ball size balls, then roll them in flour, then egg, then panko. And it says we should make about 9. So, all right, y'all. All right, there's a ball, roll it in flour, and then an egg. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, I feel like I'm not doing this right. That felt a little messy, but okay. Not bad. Okay, first ball done. All right, let's get another ball. Roll it in the flour. Oh, okay, honestly, I'm very excited for these. These balls look divine. All right, roll it up. Dip it in the flour. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm very excited for this, actually. I feel like these will be delicious. I'm surprised this is not like a thing that's like available at a restaurant. Like a mac and cheese ball? Bean ball? Cheesy bean ball? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. All right, roll it up. Okay, dip it in egg and then breadcrumbs. All right, I'm gonna clean my hands a little bit. Oh my God, I dropped it. Okay, roll that up in the flour. All right, toss it in the breadcrumbs. All right, we've got, how much is that? 6? Wow, this is honestly kind of relaxing. All right, y'all. Well, there we have it. All of our balls are rolled. That is what they look like. All right, I'm gonna clean up and let's get the fryer ready. Honestly, a lot of leftover fry stuff. All right, y'all, we got our balls ready. And now, okay, I kind of forget how to use this. And okay, I have our fry oil here. I think we just pour it in. Whoa. All right, let's plug it in. This feels like a bomb, but okay. Then we preheat it to 350. Okay. All right, I got that preheating. I got our balls ready. But while we wait for that, I feel like our pie is probably ready. And I don't know how long that's gonna take. So I think let's go ahead and give it a try, y'all. It's still pretty warm. Huh, okay, it smells interesting. Not really, it doesn't really smell like apple pie, but it also doesn't really smell like Cheetos. Huh. But I am very curious and excited to try. And okay, it says slice it and serve it with whipped cream, which I've got right here. Y'all, I really hope this is good. Truly have no clue what to expect. I cannot emphasize how not like apple pie it smells. And the crust, it still looks very sandy. But okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, the crust is cutting. Wow. Wow, y'all, okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, excuse me, the crust did firm up. Okay, honestly, it looks perfect. I think we killed it. There is our Cheetos apple pie. Got that nice orange crust. Oh my gosh, that looks gorgeous. Like, you know, all things considered. Wow. Wow, okay, honestly, it looks perfect. It looks crazy, but it looks perfect. Got that nice neon orange Cheeto crust. The apples look perfect. The streusel looks perfect. Y'all, forget everything I said. I cannot wait. All right, some whipped cream on top. Wow. Wow. All right, and they say crumble some extra Cheetos on top if you have them. I do not. We used them all, girl. Oh my gosh, it just looks stunning. Hold on, I need to take a picture. It looks deranged, but in a beautiful way. Wow. All right, y'all, well, moment of truth. Okay, the crust worked. Yeah, excuse me. It's like a perfect crust. Okay, Cheetos. Oh, okay, it's kind oh my God, it's falling apart. Okay, well, y'all, let's take a bite. It's pretty good. Okay, now hold on. Very crunchy. Probably the crunchiest crust I've ever had. But okay. Y'all, it's really, it's pretty good. And you know, the final product, it doesn't taste very silly. You know, it doesn't taste like Cheetos. It tastes like a nice, classic, American, classic cheddar crust. You know, the yellow 6, you can definitely see the yellow 6. But I feel like the Cheetos are really sort of elevating the pie. You know, the MSG. Now, hold on now. It's delicious. And on a culinary technique level, very well executed. The crust is perfect. Wow, I want some more whipped cream. I don't know what demographic this cookbook is for. I guess me. Because it feels just full of hijinks and tomfoolery, but I am genuinely impressed. Y'all, this is delicious. You would never know. You really would never know. Wow, y'all, I am shocked. Like, I feel like Claire Saffitz would fuck with this. Okay, you know, it's a grainy crust. You know, it's not flaky. My neighbors hate my ass. Y'all, it's past midnight right now. I've been filming since 7 something and I keep making the loudest noises. My bad. Yeah, you know, it's like a grainy crust, but it works. It's crunchy. Y'all, I was so ready to complain about having this entire pie to myself, but now I am frankly just titillated. This is a treat. It's simple too, you know, the filling, nothing crazy, but it's good. Would I make this again? No. I'm just not sure why I would, but I'm enjoying this moment. I'm very surprised. Cheetos apple pie, sure, what the hell? Wow. All right, y'all, the frying oil just dinged that it's ready, but there we have it. Cheetos apple pie, pleasant surprise. Honestly, solid 9 out of 10. Wow. All right, y'all, let's fry these balls. I've literally been filming for like 5 hours. I don't know how this always happens. I straight up need to leave for the airport to go to a funeral in less than 7 hours, but I am very excited for these balls. All right, we got our deep fryer here. Oh. Okay, a little scared of it, but okay, here is our basket. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, it says to fry in batches, making sure to maintain consistent temperature without crowding the pot. For about 3.5 minutes, making sure to turn the balls from time to time for even crisping. All right, so I guess I'll just load them up and then drop them in. That feels like the smartest move. Okay, I'll just do 6 because that's what fits. And all right, y'all ready? I'm a little scared. Oh, okay, there they go. Okay, honestly, I kind of thought it would make more noise. All right, this is what they're looking like. Have fun. Okay, honestly, this is kind of way less dramatic than I thought it would be. They're just chilling. Do I put this on? All right, I did not set a timer, but I am watching the clock. Okay. Y'all, they're frying. Oh my gosh, wow. All right, I'm turning them a little bit. Can't wait, wow. Okay, they're getting there. They might be done, actually. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take them out. I think they're perfect. fuck. Oh no, oh my god, guys. Oh, fuck. How do I get it out? Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh, this is not a joke. This is a hazard. Okay, we're safe. Raise your hand if you were scared. Oh, there's holes. Oh, okay, I did not put this on right. There's holes. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, y'all, there we go. They honestly look literally perfect. Okay, and now it says to move them to a towel. Y'all, these look perfect. Honestly, I killed it. Almost killed myself as well. Okay, and then sprinkle with salt, they say. I can't wait. Okay, and they do say to make sure to let them cool a little bit. So I guess honestly, while these are cooling, I'll go ahead and cook the rest of these. All right, y'all, I got all our balls cooked and salted. These are the fresher, hotter ones. These are the ones that have been cooling. And okay, they say to serve them with the salsa of your choice. And my salsa of choice was the one that was on sale at the store. Never had it before, but let's see. All right, y'all, and here we have it, Rhett and Link's. Oh no, these are just Rhett's. Okay, Link is not involved apparently. They're called Rhett's Deep Fried, Refried Bean Balls. I'm very intrigued, very excited. They look divine. Hold up, let me take a picture. Wow. All right, well, I think they're warm enough to eat. Let's give them a try. Or I mean, cool enough to eat. Sorry, y'all, it's almost 1 a.m. I really thought prepping the ingredients would make this go by quicker. Nope. All right, I'm so excited. Let's give them a try. Oh wow. Ooh, a little spicy. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Whoa. Wow. Dare I say the fried job was kind of perfect. We low-key did that, y'all. That is delicious. I do kind of feel like they could use more cheese, not gonna lie. And this one has more cheese. Y'all see that cheese bowl? Wow, oh my gosh. Wait, can you see? It's really beautiful. 10 out of 10. Y'all, I'm so impressed that I just made this. The fry job is literally perfect. Slight crunch, creamy, cheesy inside. Oh wow, y'all, I need to use my deep fryer more. Why is this cookbook low-key so good? I've had it like sitting down at the bottom of my shelf. I think I need to move it up next to salt, fat, acid, heat. Next to ottolenghi. This is truly divine cuisine. Rhett and Link, incredible work. Y'all, this is so good. I was not expecting to like it this much. But wow. When I tell you guys I have a Lyft scheduled to take me to the airport for a funeral in 6 hours and 10 minutes, I am not lying. Yeah, I do not care. I'm in no rush. This is so fucking good. I killed it with the frying. It's like perfect. All right, I need to stop eating so many of these, at least on camera. How many servings are in? I guess it's not that bad. Protein. Okay, there's protein. I am covered in sweat. Let's get that out of the way. This is so good. This is beautiful. This is also my dinner. Rhett and Link and Mr. Josh. Huge fan of your work. Wow. Whew. All right, well, here we have it, y'all. Not sponsored by Rhett and Link. This is a genuine reaction. I am delighted. But there we have it, y'all. Rhett and Link's Cheeto apple pie and Rhett's deep fried, refried bean balls. A delight. I will be cooking more from this book. Hold up. Stovetop Kit Kat mac and cheese? Girl, that looks like shit. What the fuck? All right, I don't know what weird vibe they're on, but so far it's been delicious. But there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I need to go to bed. Yeah, I need to pack. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know I did. Also, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the Patreon already. I definitely am gonna be cooking another recipe over on there. But I do just wanna say a quick note. Sorry, I've been a little behind with the Patreon content. Trust, if I miss a week over on Patreon like I have, it will be made up in the month. I have been traveling so much this past month. I was not anticipating it. I have been gone probably more days than I have been here. And now I'm about to leave again, but I'll be back Saturday and I'll get the stuff that's been missing up in the next few days. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. Y'all, this week we were on a billboard in Times Square. Okay. Thank you so much to the Patreon team. Oh my God, I've never been on a billboard, let alone a billboard in Times Square. That's crazy. Little old me? All right, well, I love you guys. Thanks for watching my videos. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna eat more of this. I might eat them all, gonna be honest. Okay, I hope y'all have a good weekend. See y'all later. Bye-bye.